So do you think giving communities the chance to experience such a range of musicians, composers, and orchestras? I mean, I think we've worked. It was 6 orchestras we've worked with. Was it Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, the Halle, Britain Sinfonia, Sinfonia Viva, Manchester Camerata, and of course, Multi-Story Orchestra. Now that was a very interesting project, was it not?
Yes, it was. Yes. Very different to work outside in something that wasn't a venue made for concerts, really. And it was actually a working car park. So it took place at Flemingate Car Park, as you know. And yes, it was very interesting. They did a lot of work with the East Riding Youth Orchestra, and they got a lot out of it. They also performed at the performance as well alongside them.
They actually performed Terry Riley's In C, but part of that particular work allows the young people to compose their own elements that sit inside. So they were part of that. And obviously the previous year, Multi-Story performed in Flemingate Car Park as well. So it was a second year. And I know you said that it attracted a very, very different audience.
Yes, it did. It did attract that family audience, and I think they found it really helpful because we had various stations set up where they got to take part in things beforehand and actually understood the music before it was composed. And I think that really helped speaking to the musicians and talking about it beforehand. That worked really well. And there was also the space as well for young children. You know, if they didn't want to sit in the sort of audience part, they could actually have a run around the car park and it wasn't a problem at all. So,
except in that awful rain.
Yes, the rain was not good. To be honest, I think we really did well to get the audience we got on the day it was.
Yeah, it was very good.
Of the summer. Yeah.
And you had some people that came back the following year, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
And they wouldn't be audiences that we would normally find.
No, I think there was very few people that actually normally came to any of our concerts when we actually checked it all. No, there was a very few. It was a completely different thing. I think they just wanted to see something different and take part in something different, and it was interesting what it was all going to be about and everything.
Yeah, and I think having the living programme notes where people just, instead of reading a piece of paper that told them what they were about to experience, they actually experienced it themselves. Yeah. And that ties in with what you said earlier about people really enjoying the participation as opposed to having music wash over them. They actually they feel part of it.
Yes, yeah, it was definitely about that, and it went down really well. In fact, afterwards, I went to the chiropodist, and she'd been there. She recognised me when I went in and said to me, she said, I know where I know you from and everything. She said it was absolutely amazing, and she'd been part of the school that had come to do the concerts, the volunteers.
Right, the PTA.
Yeah, we obviously had the it was Minster Mosecroft School that were doing the refreshments. Yeah. And she'd been part of that, but yeah, she was really impressed. We were sort of asking when it might happen again, really.
Yeah, well, that would certainly. So there was certainly a huge mix from symphony orchestras right down to chamber orchestras. I think that's been a real strength of the project, is that people they've got to experience all sorts of different music and different orchestras.